一転してこの雨、こういうクラッシュシーンがありました。
はい。
これはフットワークアローズ、アレックス・カフィーが負傷のため出れないということで、シュナイダーが代わって乗ったんですが、まあ。
The camera car.
There you go. Ricciardo's nose, front wings, the whole lot. In fact, it landed on top of his head. Level of competition at the front of the grid.
Well, we often see fireworks with this man. I don't know what happened there. De Cesare is going straight on and bang. Go corner, look what happens. The back end steps out. He spins, crashes into the barrier and knocks off wheels and wings. And John Watson, your view?
Berger tried desperately to separate Senna from the lead going into the first corner as mayhem broke out at the back of the grid.
Came to rest in a direct line with oncoming traffic. Martin Donnelly didn't improve matters when his Lotus chose to lose a wheel at the very same spot.
Scuderia Italia のピロ、コースアウトしスピン。1000分の1秒を競い。
Ayrton Senna is not going to win the Australian Grand Prix. Straight off the circuit over the clag and.
これはニューマシン特有の症状、駆動系をはじめとした徹底的なチェックをすれば大丈夫というそんな声も。
Track which was clearly slippery and which clearly didn't offer him a lot of back-end grip, and this was the result. You see Patrese spinning backwards. Oh, me. He stopped there, and I imagine Moreno's going to drive into him, yes. Oh, yes. Very lucky, Riccardo Patrese. That could have been a very, very nasty accident, that car. And another car, one of the Ferraris, clipping part of the bodywork.
Trying to avoid oil, and that's Blundell. My goodness, this could be very dangerous indeed. That is Mark Blundell.
And this is Morbidelli, the Italian, spinning and clouting Nelson Piquet.
Lacey had attempted to sweep past the Japanese drivers Lerus Lola, but Aguri had taken his line and the pair had collided. Suzuki spinning out of the race and Lacey retiring in the pits.
Somebody snatches it away. Capelli struggled back to the pits. Mansell, and there we see the cause of the problem. It was the Jordan sliding across the track into Wendlinger, the Leighton House car.
Coming apart, and Riccardo Patrese spins to a standstill. That's him for the afternoon.
Mansell getting it right away. Jim, a big shot. It was Carl Wendlinger who went off. Carl Wendlinger who got the car.
Two Ligiers, Comas and Boutsen, disputing the same bit of tarmac. And they eliminated Johnny Herbert in the process as well. And Hakkinen was the culprit again.
Ayrton Senna dan.
Katayama were involved in a rather destructive fratricidal tussle over 12th place.
And John, you can say whatever you want.
Well, again, as I said, irrepressible Alesi coming up to pass Morbidelli. Morbidelli pulled well over to the right to let him through, but under braking.
Quite slow. But there we see it. Oh, yeah, he was lucky. That was very nasty because the car came across the track, caught the corner of that retaining wall, and
Who's put on Voss's lap, and there goes Gugelmin.
In exactly the same place where Niki Lauda lost the lead years ago in his McLaren.
When he crashed his McLaren heavily under braking for the tricky Saint Devot right-hander. Unfortunately, as he proves, he's still a bit rusty with a painful spin into the barrier at Woodcote. Guardrail at almost the same spot.
And somebody, that's off goes Eddie Irvine.
Morbidelli and Comas. Well, you see what happened. He got punted up the rear, and that was.
Het is dus toch gebeurd tussen Barrichello en Blundell. En toch weer een actie van Rubens Barrichello. Vorig jaar in de laatste ronde was hij het samen met Mika Hakkinen. Ook toen ging het om de 4e positie.
There's the replay, and that's where Michael Schumacher went off yesterday. Very much faster, of course. Bang goes the nose, spin goes the car, out goes Katayama, and now this is a replay of the Minardi going off and making a good job of writing off the front wing.
Hier kommt's.
Tja, da hat er zu hart gebremst wohl und die Hinterräder haben blockiert, der Dreher, und er trifft noch Eddie Irvine, aber sein Auto scheint es.
As you look at Taki Inoue bowing out of the Australian Grand Prix.
Attacked by Jean Alesi, without success. Luca Badoa and Pedro Diniz tangle, and Badoa cartwheels off the track. The marshal can't get to the car. Tasso Marquez runs over the back of Brundle.
And perhaps a little too hard in the end. into Raskas, the same corner.
Let's have a look and see. Well, there, coming out of the bridge, he lost control of that car as he came out of the bridge. Frightening moment from Termini to come
corner on the start-finish straight. The front got away from him, then the back, and he spun like a top on the soaking surface and thumped the wall.
The bottom of the car begins to raise the car off the ground. Whether he's off the throttle or not, we can't tell, but there you see how much loss of control Villeneuve got himself into, and that was a very, very high-speed incident indeed.
Back breaks away, tank snap of the car goes one way, then bounces across, hits heavily Johnny, you can see preparing for the impact. Car comes right across the track, comes safely to a stop, but wheels.
And the result of it was he ran wider and wider. The wheel goes past him into the gravel trap. Fortunately, it's hit by, it goes over into the crowd. Oh my goodness, I do hope that nobody the inside. Irvine keeps his line, is pushed out of the way.
He just got a little bit of oversteer turning in. You see, just lost the rear end straight into the wall. That's a crying shame.
Could he have?
Hier ist mal der Abflug von Ralf Schumacher in der Aufwärmrunde. Er ist auf dem Weg zur Startaufstellung, aber Aquaplaning, er konnte nichts dafür, ist einfach weggeschwommen. Und dann joggt er zurück und hier fährt sein Bruder ganz...
On bien Rubens Barrichello, oulala. Eh oui, qui commet une erreur dans la zone de freinage. Oui, bon, sa voiture a tiré très...
Ja.
Das war aber ein technisches Problem, oder?
Ja, oder halt Regen, aber es sah eher nach einem, genau wie du richtig sagst, nach einem technischen Problem aus. Wenn man es jetzt anschaut, dann muss man sagen, eigentlich müsste es gehen. Ja. Der Rosset hatte keine... Oh, das war hart.
And that's tough. Oh, that's the reason why.
What we were expecting since the beginning of the season. We just had it a little bit late, and to finally be qualified fifth and have good chances in the race.
Oh, da war einfach zu schnell. Der Flügel war noch dran vor dem Aufprall, also diesmal...
His accident, yeah, there he goes, off the curb, loses the back end, took too much curb, pushing too hard. Now young Fisichella behind him there, putting him under pressure. Barrichello trying to pull away, having lost time, being lapped by Michael Schumacher, reverses it.
Because he's getting towards the end of his career. That's truly a Lacey just going out of the picture. And he's with one of the...
Salo is sprinting up on the left and taking second position. And off goes Pedro Diniz into...
In the morning session. A wheel flying off as you hit the barrier, almost bouncing onto the path of the following cars.